Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and today is Friday, April 1st, and it's also April Fool's Day. And I was thinking about what videos I should do today, and I wanted to do something kind of April Fool's themed. And then I remembered that I've never talked about Grand Theft Auto Harbor City. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are shaking your head right now saying, what is Grand Theft Auto Harbor City? Well, in my opinion, it's actually the best Grand Theft Auto April Fool's prank that I think has ever been pulled off. Now, we're going to be talking about all of it in this video today. So some of you guys might not remember this, but exactly 6 years ago today, on April 1st, 2009, the world thought that another Grand Theft Auto game had just been leaked. Grand Theft Auto Harbor City, when in fact it was actually an April Fool's joke that was formulated by IGN, and it looks like Rockstar might have actually been involved in the prank as well. So I'll definitely leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's an article on IGN site from 2009, and it's April Fool's, Grand Theft Auto Harbor City leaked. And it's a really awesome, I guess, fake Grand Theft Auto that they created on April Fool's Day. And we're going to be talking about all of it right now. And like I mentioned, in my opinion, it's the best Grand Theft Auto April Fool's prank that's ever been created. So they begin the article with massive news hit IGN Australia this morning with the leak of what appears to be the design documentation for the next Grand Theft Auto installment. And according to photos provided by a reliable source, these images show Grand Theft Auto Harbor City, set in the fictionalized Sydney, Australia in the 1970s. And what's more, the developer appears to be Rockstar Bondi, formerly Team Bondi, which were the makers of LA Noire. So I'll show you guys what it looks like right now. This is actually the logo that was commissioned for this Grand Theft Auto, and you can see that looks pretty realistic. I mean, IGN made sure that this looked extremely realistic, almost to the point where I think they worked with Rockstar in order to get like documentation and these fake logos created, because overall this is a pretty unbelievable prank. So you can see there's the logo right here. So let me run you through the overview real quick. So Grand Theft Auto Harbor City expands and improves on the benchmark Grand Theft Auto 4 from Rockstar North, bringing Rockstar Bondi, formerly Team Bondi, into the spotlight. So when this was released, or when this found, it says property of Rockstar Bondi on March 11th, 2009. And you guys know Grand Theft Auto 4 came out in 2008, and there wasn't like a Grand Theft Auto Online in GTA 4. There was just a very simple Grand Theft Auto 4 multiplayer. So it would have made total sense that the development properties and overview and design documentation could have been floating around and leaked, as Rockstar was probably obviously working on the next installment of Grand Theft Auto. Very similarly to probably how Rockstar are working on the next installment of whatever fictional GTA 6 is going to be. So that's the overview. Really cool. So they say it's set during the 1970s, and the story follows Harbor City resident and low-level thug Trevor Thumb Conroy. So his name is Trevor, his nickname is Thumb, and his last name Conroy. That's pretty interesting how Grand Theft Auto 5's one of the main characters actually turned out to be Trevor. Now, they state from his accidental initiation into the high rollers gambling circuit through the dominance of the city's underworld financial district and celebrity scene, the tone pays reference to famous Australian con films Chopper and Dirty Deeds. So I know in past videos I've stated that it never really looks like Rockstar are going to make a Grand Theft Auto outside of the United States, but man, is this starting to sound awesome. I mean, the more I read about this, the more I wish this was actually true. So going on, they state the game's mission-based structure will remain in place with a greater emphasis on side missions, environmental interactivity, and destructibility. Harbor City will run on an advanced version of Rockstar's advanced game engine, supported by the continuing licensing of the Euphoria animation engine. Now, missions will take place across the iconic coat hanger, which is Sydney Harbour Bridge, and Harbor City Amphitheater, which is the Sydney Opera House, into the sleazy Knight's Crown, which is King's Cross, and Greenleaf, which is Redfern districts, into the surrounding beach communities of Sheldon, through the Tangle City streets and inner city residential suburbs. And they also go on to say, while Harbor City takes cues from Sydney's urban landscape, a portion of the Australian outback will also feature. Now, that is awesome, because when I think of Australia, now obviously this might be, stereotyping Australia, but I think of the massive outback, all the wild animals, the crazy safaris, and I think that would be awesome as an element in Grand Theft Auto. So overall, the setting I think would be a 10 out of 10. I'm not sure I love the idea of it being set in the 1970s, and I still think the character is pretty cool. So Trevor Thumb Conroy. Now, they were originally going to be releasing these on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC with a release date of October 2010, and they basically state that it was going to be coming out in about a year and a half. Now, they also talk about some gameplay hooks. They state gameplay retains much of the traditional GTA structure. However, Harbor City will feature a new co-op and counter-op mission structure, advanced AI, and a vastly expanded playable landscape featuring terrain deformation and an action sports angle to several mission scenarios. How awesome does that sound? This sounds like an unbelievable Grand Theft Auto game. And obviously, unfortunately, this did turn out to be an April Fool's joke that was submitted by IGN. So IGN made this document look very real. They put like Harbor City watermarks on the photos itself. They put it in this nice like book binding. They also had a logo of Rockstar at the bottom. They just made it look very professional, like it came straight from Rockstar's corporate offices themselves. So I think this is really interesting, and there's just a bunch of curiosities here, and that would have been very interesting to go all the way back to a 1970s setting. And what's interesting is ever since the 1960s, there's been a Grand Theft Auto in every decade except the 1970s. So GTA London was actually in 1969. We obviously know Vice City was in the 80s. San Andreas in the 90s. We had GTA 4, which was 2008, 2007, and Grand Theft Auto 5, 2013. So as we've mentioned, there's been a GTA set in every decade except the 1970s, which of course would have covered that if Harbor City was actually released. But of course, we do know this is a April Fool's prank that was pulled by IGN. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Well, let me know what you think about GTA Harbor City. Is this something that you think is exciting? Would you have liked to play this game knowing kind of the setting, the era that it's in, the playable character, the environment? I think this would have been an awesome Grand Theft Auto, but it was an even better April Fool's prank. I vaguely remember when this came out, and I think I almost believed it. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this and Grand Theft Auto Harbor City. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.